So the idea of k-fold cross-validation is kind of a variant of holdout cross-validation, or what's called train validate test. Um, so you have a big chunk of data. In k-fold cross-validation, what you do is you divide the whole data into k equal sets, randomly split, right? So let's say k equals 5, then you split the data into 5 pieces, okay? And then what you do is you do 5 different iterations of train and validation using each of these 5 sets as a validation set and the rest 4 as a training set. So what do we mean by that? So you have these 5 pieces, and then basically you use the first piece as a validation set, and then the rest 4 as the full training set, and then draw the curve, right? So draw the validation error curve for that. And then do that for each of the 5 sets as the validation set and the other 4 as together as a training set. And then once you do these k different training and validation for different model complexities, what you do is you will get different curves like this. For each of those splits, you will get different curves. And what you can do is essentially sum over all those curves, and essentially you will get a curve that is less noisy, less dependent on the noise, at least theoretically, and you will find the optimal model complexity. So that's basically k-fold cross-validation. So the idea is that you might get something cleaner, but still it might not be that clean. For different random splits, you might get slightly different optimal lengths, but because it's a purely empirical procedure that depends on random splits, you might that's something that one has to live with. Okay, things might get cleaner when we have large model orders or large data sets, but for relatively small data sets, things might not be as clean, but that's fine. Okay. I guess I have a couple of more remarks about these cross validations, but you can read those things in your posted notes. I'll post this PDF online. You can take a look at that. So let's look at an implementation of k-fold cross validation and also train test validate.